First and Last Things. Book the Second. Of Beliefs. By H. G. Wells. Narrated by Ben Hynes. Chapter 1. My Primary Act of Faith. And now, having stated my conception of the true relationship between our thoughts and words to facts, having distinguished between the more accurate and frequently verified propositions of science and the more arbitrary and infrequently verified propositions of belief, and made clear the spontaneous and artistic quality that inheres in all our moral and religious generalizations, I may hope to go on to my confession of faith with less misunderstanding. Now, my most comprehensive belief about the external and the internal and myself is that they make one universe in which I and every part are ultimately important. That is quite an arbitrary act of my mind. It is quite possible to maintain that everything is a chaotic assembly, that any part might be destroyed without affecting any other part. I do not choose to argue against that. If you choose to say that, I am no more disposed to argue with you than if you choose to wear a mitre in Fleet Street, or drink a bottle of ink, or declare the figure of Ali Sloper more dignified and beautiful than the head of Jove. There is no QED that you cannot do so. You can. You will not like to go on with it, I think, and it will not answer, but that's a different matter. I dismiss the idea that life is chaotic because it leaves my life ineffectual, and I cannot contemplate an ineffectual life patiently. I am, by my nature, impelled to refuse that. I assert that it is not so. I assert, therefore, that I am important in a scheme, that we are all important in that scheme, that the wheel-smashed frog in the road and the fly drowning in the milk are important and correlated with me. What the scheme as a whole is, I do not know. With my limited mind, I cannot know. There I become a mystic. I use the word scheme because it is the best word available, but I strain in using it. I do not wish to imply a schemer, but only order and coordination as distinguished from haphazard. All this is important. All this is profoundly significant. I say it of the universe, as a child that has not learned to read might say it of a parchment agreement. I cannot read the universe, but I can believe that this is so. And this unfounded and arbitrary declaration of the ultimate rightness and significance of things I call the act of faith. It is my fundamental religious confession. It is a voluntary and deliberate determination to believe, a choice made.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?